Chris Paul gets in, another wide open three.
Pierre Cardin.
Defers to Booker for the long range.
P-H-O-E-N-I-X. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the Valley, it ain't nothing but a thing. P-H-O-E-N-I-X. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the Valley, it ain't nothing but a thing.
Welcome everybody to season 2, episode 13 of the Aussie Suns Fans podcast. We are here with everyone's favourite foursome. Hammo, how you going?
Good, mate. How you doing?
Wonderful, mate. Boyd, what's cracking?
Very well indeed.
Excellent. And Nate, welcome along again, the one man that does all the work in this pod.
Mate, back to work this week, but this is my favourite part of Monday.
Absolutely it is. And I am Gavin. I'm apparently the host and the godfather. So sit back, enjoy, and watch us rip the shit out of each other for another episode. Let's go straight into the week wrap. 3 games this week. Should be pretty easy to get through. Game 1 versus Toronto, a win 99-95. Jay Crowder, 19 points, 8 and 9 rebounds. CP3, 12 assists. And Toronto double our complete rebound total with offensive rebounds alone. Indiana, a win 122-94. Book 35 points, 8 and 12 rebounds. CP3, 9 assists. And of course, this morning's game, which I think was watched by Boyd, myself, and maybe one or two others, 135-108 win. Book 30 points. Jay finally got his fucking ass into gear and decided to rebound the ball. Jay, thank you for listening to the pod. Thank you for pulling your fucking finger out, and thank you for finally having a crack. And CP3, 6 assists. Let's start with Nate. How did you see the week, mate?
Apparently a little different to you. Look, that Raptors game, I actually thought we were going to have a loss based on our previous performance. You all backed it for a win on the turnaround, which we got, but it was an ugly-ass win.
Yeah, it was.
It really was an ugly-ass win. And thank God for that Raptor. Otherwise, I mean, you got to make light of something. And that really did turn the end of the game around for me. I rather enjoyed it. We all put our money on the Pacers game, and I think we kind of got what we expected, except they got a bit lazy. They let them back in, and then they had to take over again. But look, all the W's came through, and that's what matters. And I did not get up at 4 o'clock this morning, so I'm going a box score for this one, which is why I'm not going to talk about it.
Yes. Boyd, how did you see the week?
Exactly as I predicted. I don't think
the 10:30 start, wasn't it?
It was a 10:30 start.
It was the start.
It was 10 a.m. to 10:30 and the 4 a.m. start. But I don't think, did we get the 10 plus on all them games? The Raptors was a bit.
No, the Raptors was 4 points.
Yeah, the Raptors was a bit closer. Yeah, I thought the Raptors were a funny team, right? They're fucking super long, athletic, and they just fucking.
Before
They're on a good run too.
Before you go
they
any
are.
further, before you go any further though, so it wasn't exactly as you predicted. You were fucking wrong.
The wins
No,
work out.
no, you were fucking wrong.
Yeah, tell him. Tell him.
Hey,
We set the premise here, Boyd. Can you see it?
Okay.
You said exactly as you predicted, and it wasn't.
Sorry, Gav, I didn't get the fucking margins for you, mate. But I was righter than you. Than all of you.
And you've got your gooder at English on.
I was righter. All right. So, as I was saying, the Raptors, they were always, as Nate was saying, they've been on a good run. And like I said, they're just super long. Their fucking limbs are fucking everywhere. You know, I'd hate to play basketball against fucking G leaguers or anyone who could fucking bounce a ball. But what I'm saying is that if I was an athlete like these guys playing competitively, I'd hate to go up against that sort of a team. I just think that they'd just be fucking, you just wouldn't know how to fucking deal with it. But anyway, the Pacers, again, the rust started coming off, right? So we got Big DA. That was his big one, wasn't it? The big 27-12 game.
Yep.
Against the Pacers.
On two big guys too.
As I predicted, the rust came off. off of the big man, and he took that Raptors game to get him going, and then he's really dominated, didn't he? He really, really did. And a lot of people were rightly saying that Book was our MVP for that game. He had 35, was it, in that game, guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, thereabouts. Yeah.
But
I
reflected on it a little bit differently. Book is a superstar. Aiton's still playing around in that star category. All right, he's getting there, and I just thought that he played well above his average, and I would have given him the MVP for that game. And then the 4 a.m. spectacular. It was just a fucking really sound drubbing. I don't know. As I predicted, guys. Hammo, what do you think?
Well, the Raptors was very disappointing, but we did scrape through somehow. We didn't deserve to get that one. The Pacers, I thought, was a good game. Good back and forward. Glad we bounced back. And then obviously I didn't get to see much of the Pistons because I was just starting work kind of thing. But one thing I did take note of, man, was that amazing rising putback from Book. That was beautiful. I seen it in the highlights, and that was just really nice, man. So I'm happy that we got the dubs, but the Raptors game definitely showed some holes in our game that we need to work on.
Yeah,
I think like rebounding defensively.
That's the old two, man. I'm Poland in this, bro.
Look at the stats I put up, man.
Yeah, I saw your stats.
You didn't fucking say much, did you?
I noticed how you tailored them to your argument.
Yeah, and other people on Twitter.
What about a realistic?
Mr. Nash agrees.
What about a realistic argument? The fact that they had nearly double our total rebounds just in offensive boards.
It was an outlier game. It was an isolated game.
It wasn't.
Look at the overall.
We just spoke about the week before where we were getting.
Look at the overall ranks. Look at where we are overall for the season.
All right, boys, pull it in. We don't argue until much later in the episode.
Anyways, I could go on all fucking pod and into next week's pod on this.
You don't want to be wrong for an entire
Probably
pod.
will.
Hammo, we should have won that Raptors game because we're a fucking better team. Regardless of what they did on the boards, we found a way because we're a fucking championship contender, dude.
Wow.
Dude.
He's all right. Good to see. Boyd's fired up already. That's great. All right, let's move.
I'm just talking to fucking imbeciles, aren't I?
Hey. Calm down.
At least he's gone more than a minute 43 with the C-bomb,
You've got at least another 45 minutes.
We got the W, man. It wasn't nice. It wasn't pretty, but we got it.
You got another 45 minutes to continue to be wrong, mate. So just calm your jets. MVP of the week. Let's start with Hammo here.
Do we dare? Look, I'm DA. Okay, the numbers he put up in the Toronto game, I think, were pretty good. 16 and 9, not bad at all. Going into the Pacers game, I was thinking it's going to be a bit tougher for him, possibly. But I think Boyd mentioned it before. That was a 27 and 12 game. I mean, that's huge for DA, especially in points. And then Detroit, unfortunately went down with ankle injury, if I'm correct.
Yep.
And he still from what I've seen, he still put up 6 points and whatever with however long he was in the game for. So, I mean, I've got to go with DA. There's a couple other notable mentions, but we'll leave those up to you boys.
Boyd.
DBook, since DA went down with his ankle, and I didn't think it. He was DA was under executed. He was underutilized, I think, in that Raptors game, and probably because he didn't have his legs under him properly. That middle game, fucking killed it. And I think he was that 7 minutes that he played against the Pistons. He looked sharp, man. He looked like he was fucking. He looked like he really embraced the 0.5 system, and he was just making quick, good decisions. And I just thought it's just reeked of a game that he was going to drop fucking a 30 banger. And if he had have played that full game, I think I'd be saying DA. Yeah, I don't think you can just because he only got that 7 minutes in there. But DBook, man, fuck, our superstar, he just fucking piled on the points. And he played with a bit of spunk this week. He had to be in his bonnet, and he fucking gave it to these guys. Really nice to watch, enjoyable.
Did you see the flex today? He said in his press conference after the game, the actual flex today was after the putback dunk was to Tyler Eulis, the ex-son, who was sitting in the row.
Was he there? Was he?
Detroit? Yeah.
Ah, shit. Was that the one where he said, "I own this city"?
Yes.
Or was that to Tyler Eulis?
That was to Tyler Eulis.
Oh fuck!
And then is that when
banter.
Cade went running back and did his dunk and got teed up?
Yeah, obviously, Tyler is one of his best mates from the Kentucky days and the Suns days. So yeah,
Book's from Michigan, isn't he? So that is his city.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
Nate.
Look, it's probably the only time tonight I'm going to do this, and that's agree with Boyd. You said it. You mentioned it before. You said it. Book's a superstar, and my interpretation of what you said next was DA's playing in the sandpit. The superstar sandpit, but he's still in the sandpit. So I looked at the MVP going, it's Booker or Ayton, and I was leaning towards Ayton because, with Book we expect it, right? And with Ayton we've been wanting to see it. And because he'd been out for a bit and then he came back strong and he gave us some good games, and he was showing it consistently. But as you all said, then he gave us 7 minutes in the Detroit game, and in that same game, Book goes fire. So it's got to go to Book, but not without giving DA the credit.
Nice.
All right, so my vote doesn't really count, but doesn't matter anyway. I'm going to throw up for my MVP this week is a little bit different, mainly because I just want to give him props, and we spoke about it in the game wraps. But back-to-back double-figure rebounding games, scored the ball in the Toronto game when no one else could, and bounced back pretty well after his bout of COVID. So I'm going to go with Jay Crowder for this week.
I like it, Gav. Give the men his due.
Yeah, I thought he had a.
He showed some heart this week.
Might not have in the trailing 2 games, might not have hit the scoreboard as hard as he did in the Toronto game. But in saying that, Devin Booker was running amok in those 2 games from an offensive standpoint. But Jay Crowder's performance defensively and especially on the boards, and that's what I wanted to see. It was what I mentioned last week. I really wanted to see us starting to, especially Jay, McCall, Cam Johnson didn't obviously play, but I wanted to see our wings actually starting to hit the boards and help out our big guys.
Mate, even without him playing, I still reckon Boyd had him for 10 boards.
It's like all those all-stars voting for Paul George. Hey, I've got a question though, Gav. Okay, so you got Nate and Boyd on the 2. You and I have single votes. You have ultimate vote because you're the Godfather. So is there a concise winner, or are we going to put it to the?
It's 2. I only get the split vote, so it's Devin Booker because we've got 2 votes for Devin Booker.
All right.
So
cool. Good choice, guys. Good choice.
He become an all-star.
Don't think that's that hard, but either way, I just wanted to give Jay his props. Defensive player of the week, and we will start this time with Boyd.
I'm going Jay because I think
Jay as in Ja Morant?
Don't fucking say Ja fucking Morant. Yeah, fucking. It's I think it's Jay Crowder just because of that as Gav was saying, that massive uptick in rebounding, defensive rebounds, and apparently he's really terrible at that. But he really picked it up. But also he was racking up steals and blocks every other game. Couple of games he had 1 of each, and a couple 1, 2 and 1. So I think, I mean, CP3 is just smashing out. I think he had a or 5 steal game, and I really struggled this week to put Jay above him. But again, we've come to expect that from CP3. He's also Jay did a really good job on Pascal Siakam, held him to a really modest 43%, I think, shooting, and I think he hit 1 or none from 5 from 3. So I think Jay did a really good job on Pascal in a close game that mattered. So it's Jay for me.
Nice call, Hammo.
Just to make this really interesting, I'm going for one of my main men. It's going to be Sticks.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
All right. No, listen to me. All right. This is a kid who is doing the best that he can to fight for us and fight for a contract for himself. But at the moment, he's fighting for us. All right. Toronto, not huge, 5 points, 1 rebound, block. Pacers stepped up a bit, 12 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. Detroit, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks. Consistence, not great, but getting there. And especially with DA coming out for indefinitely at the moment, I think, why not? Sticks.
So you're not voting for Isaiah Thomas?
Not this week, no.
Okay, cool.
Not this week.
What the fuck was that about?
We're still scratching our heads, Hammo.
Mate, so am I.
Oh, this is why we record this shit.
That's
All right, Nate, who you got?
Oh, I was going to hang a whole bunch of shit on Hammo then, and then I realised 2 weeks ago I said Sticks as well, so I'm going to let that slide, and I think we've got a thumbs up, thumbs down on it, so we'll get to call him a dickhead later. Mate, I'm already lying. I already said I wasn't going to agree with Boyd, but I've got Crowder down. I had 3 names, right? I had Jay Crowder, I had CP3, and I had Ayton. And I looked at
wisening up. He's a bit of me's rubbing off on him. I think it's really nice to see, Nate.
Out of all 4 of us, you 2 live close together. I don't need to know what's rubbing on what.
I don't need to know what's rubbing off either after whatever was going on off air last week with you, Boyd. Mate, I had CP3 down, and I'm like, but that's 3 weeks in a row. I had Ayton down, but it was as much offensive as defense. But you know what? Jay Crowder's overall influence, and we talk about outside the box score, it made a massive difference. He looked pissy on the court. He looked engaged. His energy was fueling the rest of the team. So for me, that's what I'm like, you know what? Crowder got it. Regardless of whether or not he listened to the pod last week and performed accordingly, he did what we wanted him to.
Definitely listen to it.
I'm going to make that 3 out of 4. I thought I was going to go back-to-back and MVP and a defensive player and be standing alone by myself. So I appreciate that you 2 had a look at that and gave it to Jay as well. I don't need to go into that any further. So Jay Crowder is Defensive Player of the Week. Let's move into the week ahead. Tuesday, which is tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. versus San Antonio on a back-to-back.
12:30 if you're in the southern states.
That's for New South Wales and Victoria. If you're in Queensland, who cares? If you're in Adelaide,
who doesn't want to be in Queensland?
Shut up, mate. If you're in
half your state moved here recently. Come on.
You can fucking keep them too. It was the shit off. Adelaide time zone, nobody actually knows because nobody cares.
Somebody jump in the chat and tell us.
Shout out to Erin though, as you're still the most attractive member of the group, but nobody cares what time it is in Adelaide. And
she's in Perth, mate. It's even further.
She's in Adelaide. She's in South Australia.
And she's in Perth.
The guys in Perth may as well live in. The guys in Perth may as well live in Singapore anyway. So 12:30 a.m. in New South Wales and Victoria, 11:30 in Brisbane. No one cares about the rest of the country. Friday at Dallas, 11:30 a.m. in Melbourne and New South Wales, 10:30 a.m. in Brisbane. And once again, who cares? And Sunday versus Indiana, 1 p.m. in Melbourne, 12 p.m. in Brisbane. 3 games this week. Tuesday, then a gap to Friday, then Sunday. The gap sucks, but Friday game and a Sunday game. Nice. I like it. Hammo, what's your thoughts?
Good. I'm glad you didn't lead with Boyd.
As always, San Antonio could be tough. Could be tough. They're always a bit of a, can cause us a bit of drama. But we'll see about that. The Mavs, easy. Not a problem there. Yet say Luca. Tick the box, Nate. Pacers. Look, Pacers. Pacers is going to be they're obviously going to want a revenge game, but I don't think we're going to give it to them. I think they're going to get shut down again. The takeaways for the week for me are that we need to really hope that obviously McGee can handle it. I like Sticks, so I believe Sticks can handle a few more minutes, but Big Busy, as Boyd calls him, is he's going to have to step up with DA out for however long it's going to be. But I think we're going to get 3 wins this week, but San Antonio will be the tough one.
Nate?
I mean, why the fuck has Big Busy got to step up before with JaVale McGee?
Yeah, we got JaVale and Sticks that are going
just to spread the minutes out if need be.
You spread whatever you want out there, brother. Look, I'm gonna go something about I'm gonna go WWW. All right, I'm not gonna Boyd it because the first one I'm gonna pick is a 1-10. The Spurs are the freaking Spurs. That's a 1-10. Mavs 11+, Pacers 11+. I want to start about the Pacers game first. I reckon it's an audition. I'm telling Torrey Craig to bring a friggin' big suitcase and don't plan a fucking return ticket. Just get off the plane, stay here. You're on the team. Don't worry about the Pacers. The Pacers are selling. They're selling everything.
All right,
they are selling everything. We're
gonna get into.
Do they want to buy anything?
Are we going to for the $25 fucking account forwarding fee again?
What account? What?
Well, last time we got him for cash considerations.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, yeah. But
they paid for his OnlyFans account. That was it.
What is he? He's a $4 million contract with a team option. So if we acquired him, he's the same salary as Sticks. We own him next season. We don't have to actually go back and find him again. That's why I said that. But I reckon the Pacers, they don't care about the revenge game. They're selling. Right? They're moving off their pieces. Everyone in Indiana wants out except TJ Warren. He just wants to get on the court. I'm going to get back to the Mavs.
Did they bring in a 10-dayer who's
Poor
wearing...
TJ Warren.
Did they bring in a 10-dayer who's wearing his number?
Oh, I hope not.
Well, I was watching...
He hasn't worn it for years.
I was watching the Pacers against us, and I swear there was a number 12.
Oh, shit. They ran out of jerseys. Just like everyone over here's run out of hospitality staff.
I might be wrong. Anyone who watched the game, correct me if I'm wrong. But I swear to God, someone was wearing number 12 for the
Mate, I've got to mention it for anyone out there that listens to the Mismatch podcast with Chris Vernon and old mate. He said that TJ Warren is potentially their second best player, and I nearly fucking choked. I was listening to it, I'm like laughing.
Do you remember the meltdown?
Who was first?
Just because he can score doesn't make him a good player. He learned to shoot threes to try and keep his job in Phoenix and still lost it.
It's Sabonis and Brogdon are their best 2 players. Brogdon's not playing at the moment.
Yeah, and Brogdon's the only one that wants to be there.
Yeah, and look, the reality is, remember the absolute meltdown of Suns fans when we traded TJ for cash considerations? That now looks like the greatest trade of all time.
Oh, it's injury prone. He's worse than AD.
No.
I believe that trade also freed up cap space to get Rubio.
Correct.
Who got us a bubble run and got us CP3.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct. That TJ Warren trade effectively landed us with some other pieces, CP3.
Yeah.
That's what I love, the encyclopedia over here. Every little fact that you ever need to know.
Mate, the Mavs game, even though Luca's everyone's MVP, I still think we win by 11+. Part of the reason I say that...
We haven't brought it up yet. DA's record versus...
Oh, yeah, no, that's the funny part. And that's what I was going to get to next. with everything leaning towards day to day for DA, I'm going to lean on I assume he's back for the Mavs game. It's also the ESPN game, so it's a nationally televised game. It's Luka. Luka has never performed against DA, so 11 plus, and it's going to be a hell of a game to watch. I'm just going to assume that DA is playing, and that's why I went with that margin. And the only thing I really have to say about Spurs, other than they always keep us to a thin margin, Jock Landale, our Aussie connection,
What a game he played.
got his first start yesterday.
Played well too.
Got his first start.
Did he double?
I didn't look at the box score. I just know he got his first start. And I don't want to get upset that we don't have him, so I'm not going to focus on it. I just want to mention it. 3 W's, bitches. What do you got, Boyd? You got a loss for us or what? We're going to lose the Mavs game.
Well,
Boyd's got us losing the Mavs game, doesn't he?
Hold on.
Luka.
Before we do, Jock did double yesterday.
You did double?
Wow. Yeah, Jock.
Nice. Go Aussies.
10 points, 11 rebounds. I'm going to go before Boyd because everybody already knows the fucking answer.
Damn straight.
What Boyd's going to say. So Tuesday at San Antonio, I am going to keep up the trend of the first 2 games we played San Antonio. Just to make sure, because I'm a little bit superstitious. I want to make sure the run continues. This is going to be a really tough game. The Spurs always push us and manage to get over the top of us. This is going to be tough. I think we'll win, but it'll only be close. Okay, we'll move on. Dallas. We are 9-1, Ayton versus Luka. So if Ayton plays, we win.
Good stat. Good
If Ayton
stat,
plays,
Gav.
we win.
Way to bring it.
Ayton doesn't play, we lose. Sunday versus Indiana.
Wait. Whoa, what?
Oh, we're playing the league.
You don't think we beat them with
We're playing the league MVP.
Porzingis is out.
We're playing the league MVP.
Oh, sorry, it's the Luka magic. My bad. No, that's fair enough. No, Luka love. Hashtag Luka love. Bring it on. Okay.
Sunday versus
Moving right
Indiana. I predicted a loss to Indiana last week, so and it didn't happen. So I'm gonna roll that over, and we will smash Indiana in Phoenix on Sunday. Boyd.
With hopefully he's got a fresh set of maxi pads ready to go.
I don't mean to cut you off, Boyd, but I'm going to. Let's just point out the fact that the Mavs also just got rid of Willie Cauley-Stein to sign Marquise Chris instead.
The Queese.
Marquise.
It was only a 10-day.
Quigs.
Hey,
Doesn't matter. They still did it.
Didn't Isaiah Thomas go to the Mavericks and then go into protocols?
He probably went there and probably went to Cleveland and Guangdong Ducks and a few other places, man. But, he's
This
probably
all
going to be
depends on your
playing
meds
for
last week.
Southeast Melbourne Phoenix soon.
So, guys, I've got for tomorrow's game against San Antonio. I've got it as being a close one, but a W. And not because these guys are fucking good by any means, by any stretch. It's because Pop. I just fucking I rate Pop, and I think he's going to make the adjustments exactly when they're needed, and he's going to make it tough for us. But in saying that, even with Pop, if this wasn't a back-to-back, I've got it as a blowout. It's how much fucking faith I have in the Spurs. But it is a back-to-back. CP3 was played too long today, I think. He should have really got most of that fourth. I probably would have given him the whole fourth off today. But anyway, so that's a W. It's a W, and I'm going to say
I want to sit there too.
That's good. That's great. Before you go forward, I said exactly the fucking same thing last time we played the Spurs, and you sprayed the fuck out of me.
Twice. You said it twice.
The last 2 times.
Because I agreed with you.
Because of Pop. You sprayed the fuck out of me. Fucking Neds, the Spurs, they're fucking... You sprayed me twice.
We went all Olympics on this shit.
The same comments.
Yeah. But didn't they weren't one of them games really close?
Both of them were.
That's what we said.
Yeah.
That's what I said, and you sprayed me for both.
Yeah, so I'm I'm not too pig-headed to
bullshit.
Really?
Fuck with.
How's that offensive rebound?
Hey, that's all right. No, I saw the way it played out, and I now agree with you, Gav,
Oh,
on
this
the
is
whole
going to be
pop
so
thing.
much fun now.
I now agree with you on that aspect. Okay.
But without
But
putting
you,
shit on you, Boyd, I do want to bring up one other comment about San Antonio before we move on, just because we're not going to get another opportunity to talk about San Antonio. What do we all think of Becky Hammond moving to Vegas?
It means
Is that
She's
it,
gonna-
what? Then she's the succession plan.
that means that.
So
means
what's the
that she
succession
has-
plan?
She has been told that me.
You're
when
not
I
getting the
saw-
job.
When I saw that she had taken that job, because she was the groundbreaker, she was going to be the first female coach.
Yep.
As soon as she took that job in Vegas, that says to me that someone in the San Antonio organization has turned around to her and went, "You ain't getting this job when Pop retires."
So that means Pop's not retiring because there's no succession plan.
Possibly.
Well,
yeah.
hey, it could just be that Pops. Maybe she did still have it, but Pops just said, "Look, his wife died.
I got
recently,
10
hasn't
more
got-
years in me. I got nothing else.
Well, he hasn't got a fucking wife to, to fucking go home to nowadays. So well,
The
yeah.
team
So
is
maybe
live.
maybe he's just
Way to bring
extended.
up the wall.
Maybe he's just extended his coaching career for a few more years, and she's gone. Well, fuck, I'm not keen to wait. And Las Vegas may be getting an NBA team. They're one of the
Expansion options.
expansion options. So maybe there's something
That's
going
going
on
to be
there.
a
Maybe
hard
it's,
war between
Man, the
Seattle and
NFL's
Vegas.
already there. The Raiders are there. Put another team there.
so what
That'd be
if
so quick to expand, Hammo.
what if someone there said, hey, look, we've got this happening here. We're hopeful of this coming through. You're our top pick if it happens. Who knows? But anyway,
No, glad we had the chat.
thanks
Moving-
for schooling me on the Popovich thing, mate. And but yeah, it's a win, and it's a close win. It's closer to 10 than what it is 1. That
Boyd,
win.
tell us how we're going to lose to Luca against the Mavericks.
We're not going to lose to Luca. Is that cunt in shape yet? Has anyone seen him? I don't fucking follow him.
Rounds of shape.
Yeah, I know. Is he?
I
Has
don't
anyone
know.
seen him play
Why don't you ask him about his helmet?
Yeah, I mean,
The only thing I saw was him spraying some random no name the other day.
Oh, Wagner. That was Mo Wagner. That was Mo Wagner. Wagner. German.
We do this handedly with or without DA, Gav. Come on, man.
I do
just-
agree with him.
It's
I
an
do
easy-
agree with
easy
him.
game.
Like, fucking,
With or without DA, I think that we get him. And yeah, because what else has he got there?
there's no Porzingis. It's
Porzingis
Dwight
is out.
Powell. Dwight Powell is the starting center. It's like, no, sorry, you're not winning this. No,
I'll take McGee over Powell.
the paint is done. The paint is owned.
Dwight Powell's so much better than JaVale McGee.
Really?
No, I can't back that up.
No, you can't. Okay.
We didn't
So
even
guys,
believe you.
Dwight Powell can't back that up.
I tried to keep a straight face. It didn't work.
Oh, this is going to be the
honestly-
longest episode yet. We might make 2 hours on this one, given how long the thumbs up, thumb down is going to go for.
Well, let Boyd speak then. Stop interrupting him.
Yes, this is like the 5th time on my second game.
We're having some
anyway,
fun with you to Boyd tonight. Like, come
It's
on.
a W. It's 11 plus. I don't want to fucking speak on Luca too much because I hate the cunt. So we're just going to move straight on.
There it is.
There it is.
Mark
Who's
it.
that, who's
Mark
that,
the
who's
time.
that third game? Who's that third game? Sunday game.
Indiana.
That's the Pacers. at
Indiana.
home.
Indiana and Sunday.
Man, I think they might have a couple of guys coming back. From,
Yeah, TJ Warren.
The ones that are going to trade to us.
no.
They're just going to find a
I
numbered
can't think of-
jersey for him to wear.
Yeah, guys, that's an absolute fucking pumping because we're doing it at home this time. Fuck, man, we did it at Indiana. We're going to do it better at home. So that's an absolute pumping. And that's it. That's all 3 games. That's what I
So
got.
I believe the Suns have made a deal with Indiana that in honor of TJ Warren's time at Phoenix, we are actually going to substitute in a bag of cash.
A bag of cash.
Yeah.
Put him
You
on
know
the
what was
free
really
throw
funny
line. Let us shoot
that
against the
last
Raptor.
That last season TJ Warren had with us, he had a clause in his contract where if he had to hit like fucking 3 or 4 more threes, and then he got an extra 300,000 or 250,000 or something. And he got fucking benched for the fucking rest of the season. And there was a few games left. I
That's
don't know if it
rough,
was because
man.
of that fucking headache he had for 4 months, or whether or not it was Sava just saying, "You're on the shit heap, mate. You're fucking
Mate,
out of here.
Boyd,
You're not getting your fucking
Boyd,
bonus."
you and me both actually like our owner, and I can totally picture owner in his box doing these ones. Middle finger, bitch.
PJ's warming up. He's in the warm up, shooting threes. He's like, "Fucking let me go, let me go."
Bench him.
He's in warm up. He starts warming up on the
Nah,
bench.
fuck it. He's got a headache.
You can
Bench
see
him.
Sava up there going, no. Put Earl on. No. Sit him. Okay, thanks. All right.
Put Earl on. No, actually, we just sacked him. Put the next one on. Put the next one on.
Igor,
We sacked
Igor.
him too. Hang on. The new one's just walking in halfway through the game.
Okay, so that's our wrap. We're going to win 3 out of 3 because Aiton will miss tomorrow, but he'll be back by Friday.
Yeah.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Nate, I'm handing back to you for the topics this week.
Right. We're going to do it this week.
Yep.
We're going to get juicy.
Is
everyone ready?
It's going to get real juicy.
Boy, do you need to go change a maxi pad or something? You good? You ready to roll?
No, I've got a big freshie on.
You got a freshie on? All right.
Yeah.
Hammo, have you had some caffeine or something?
I'm good, mate.
Are
Let's
you
do
still
it.
negative test COVID bitch flu affected? Or are you good this week?
I'm good.
No, you're not going to mouth off any random players from the 80s that in the current stats?
Oh, Cedric
Isaiah
Sabalas,
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumas.
You had Isaiah Thomas and, what's that other anti-vaxxer running off against each other?
Kyrie.
There you go.
So now we're into everybody's favourite segment, thumbs up, thumbs down. We've had a heap of fun with this over the last few weeks, but I think the last few weeks will have nothing on what we've got in store for you today. Nate, I took it last week. I really didn't do it justice, so it's back to you.
Mate, I think this is going to be fun. We've got a few juicy ones here. And given the fact that Boyd's got onto this, he got in the chat during the week, he's hanging shit on us about the rebound. He's like, I don't care about your fucking perspective. This is what I think, and this is not going to be any different. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen. This is not going to be any different.
You're going to enjoy this.
Cockheads.
All right.
I don't think it's going to be. I don't know. Anyway.
All right, so we've got a long one tonight. All right, we've got 10. We usually go about 5 or 6.
10?
Tonight, we've got 10. All right, we're going to nail these off. We're going to go rapid fire through them all, get everyone's thumbs up or thumbs down on the statement, and then we'll go back and argue about it later. And it's going to be
10.
fun. Yep, 10.
10. Get ready, Boyd.
Yep, 10. It's escalated since 3 o'clock this afternoon. And you've got
I
the
don't know
first
about
one.
Clearly.
Boyd,
This
the
one
first one was
surprises
Boyd. The first one was yours, so we're going to start there. Is Monty playing CP3 too many minutes? Thumbs up or down?
Boyd, we're starting with you.
Boyd,
Thumbs up.
he is.
Yes.
Let's go, Gav. Thumbs down.
Thumbs
No.
down for me.
Hammo,
Thumbs
he's
up.
up. I am also down. I don't believe he is. All right. The refs are dishing out tech fouls for taunting. It actually assists with avoiding flare-ups. Boyd, thumbs up or thumbs down?
up.
Up.
Thumbs
Gav?
down.
Down. Hammo?
Down.
Down. I'm up. I think it does. All right. The Suns will make a trade before the deadline. Boyd?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Gav? Up. Hammo?
Up.
Oh, unanimous. Be quick. I didn't understand the context of this, but I guess that's half the fun of this fucking shit. Klay Thompson is a massive flog and overrated as a bloke. Gav? Do you want to give us
Thumbs
yours?
up.
Oh, you're an up? Boyd?
Thumbs down.
You're down? Hammo?
Down.
Down. Yeah, I'm down too because I really don't understand why we're calling him a flog. But anyway, we'll come back to it. Monty Williams. Monty's going to coach the Western All-Stars team, and he's going to have 3 Suns on his roster.
Boyd.
Boyd.
Hang on. Can you come again?
Monty is going to coach the Western All-Stars team, and he will have 3 Suns on his roster.
Oh,
Hammo. How
Yes.
could you argue that? Come on, we're coming back to that. I'm putting asterisks and a hashtag and some shit there.
You fucking get in there.
Gav, Gav
Thumbs
down.
down.
Hammo, down.
Thumbs down.
I'm going up. I think it's great. All right. Cam Johnson's crack at starting power forward has proven Crowder belongs ahead of him. Boyd.
What? What did you say? Come again.
Yeah.
I might hear it there, guys.
Cam Johnson's crack at starting power forward has proven that Crowder belongs ahead of him.
Proving that Crowder belongs ahead of him.
Do you need a
In the
dictionary?
rotation.
Or do you need
It's a
someone
really
from,
this is
do you need someone from
gonna be a
Brazil to
thumbs
come and
down.
explain it to you? Or
Fuck off. Just
It's-
it's a thumbs down. All right.
is it down? Gavin?
Thumbs up.
Up? Hammo?
Thumbs up.
I'm up. All right. Big Busy Bismack has already surpassed Al Horford as a big on all levels. Boyd.
Thumbs down.
Okay. All right, Gav.
Thumbs up.
Up. Hammo.
These are cockheads, eh?
Thumbs down, man. I can't agree with that shit.
All right. Don't worry. We get back to the serious stuff
I
now.
got your back, Boyd. All right.
Thank you, mate.
The Grizzlies going 11-0 before losing to Luka makes them a genuine competition in the West. Boyd.
Thumbs down.
Down. Gav, you're up. Hammo,
Thumbs up.
you're up. I'm up as well, which shouldn't surprise Boyd given some of my jar love. All right, Luka is the league MVP and he's going to show us that later this week. Boyd.
Thumbs down.
You're down.
Keep
Gavin,
it
Thumbs up.
go.
you're an up. Hammo,
Here, okay. Here we go.
Oh, down, man.
I
No
totally
way.
think he's going to show it. He's the league MVP. What the last one we've got here is Luka is actually a piece of shit and Ja Morant is the real league MVP. Boyd. What are you? That's a halfway. That's a halfway. All right, we'll come back. That's our first halfway. Thumb sideways. That's a thumb sideways for everyone that's not watching. That is great. Gav?
I can't wait to hear you cunts dribble about this
Up.
shit.
Thumbs up.
Hammo? Hammo? Is
Uh,
Luka actually a piece of shit?
I disagree with every part of the statement, so I'm going thumbs down.
I'm going thumbs up because Ja Morant is so much better than Luka. All right.
I didn't
that's
say
it.
that.
Uh,
Obviously, we threw a few in there to have a bit of fun, Boyd.
You certainly did. There was a couple there that were sideways ones for me.
So's the fucking dickhead argument gonna be. All right, let's start. Let's do this seriously. First one was, is Monty playing CP3 too many minutes? Boyd, you went yes. I went yes. Gav and Hammo went no. Oh, hang on. No, sorry. Completely wrong. Hammo and Boyd, you both said yes. Me and Gav said no. Who wants to
Hammo,
explain?
you lead off, buddy.
I mean, geez, he's what, 36? 36?
yep.
Man, I wouldn't want to be running up and down a court 48 minutes. Like,
When's he played 48 minutes?
no, but you know, with training and warm ups and
Let
everything
him
like that,
finish
you know
before
what I
you
mean?
fucking rebuke.
What?
Let him finish before you fucking come with your rebuttal.
Mate, we've got 10 of these to go over, and Boyd is already pissed. This is great. This is great.
Straight up, CP3 shouldn't be playing as many minutes as he probably has, but I don't think we have a reliable backup PG that's going to do it the way that he can.
Oh, Boyd, please go next.
You sort of
Please
backed
go
it
next
to me
straight
right at
away.
the end there. All right, now one of you guys go.
No, I want to hear you
No,
because
Yeah, I
you're,
want to hear you.
you're a
No,
campaign
no,
lover.
guys go.
You're a campaign
Yeah.
lover, so I want to hear
All right,
you.
I'll
rebut
go.
that.
I'll go. I think that we have seen exactly what Monty's done for the last couple of seasons, which is he sets in a rotation, and unless the game's a blowout, he does not change that rotation. He likes it settled so that it flows all the way through the season so that everybody's ready come halftime. Now, a player like CP3, He is the type of guy that's going to turn around to Monty, even if the game's a blowout, and go, I don't need bench minutes. I need to keep playing because it keeps my flow, it keeps my continuity, it keeps everything above board where I need it to be. I think that's what Monty looks at. I think that's the conversation he has with Chris Paul. And honestly, with Chris Paul and where his body's at and everything like that, if he was sore or injured or wasn't able to compete at the level he needed to compete at, I don't think he'd play those minutes. He'd be more than happy to put his hand up and go, listen, I need additional minutes on the bench. So I think Monty's playing him at the minutes that or within the rotation that Monty wants to set up going into playoffs.
Mate, he is getting $40 million a year to play for us. That's just shy of $500,000 a game. Screw it.
30 million.
As many minutes
Are you 10 million off?
Well, apparently he's playing 48 minutes according to fucking Hammo. Jesus Christ.
Hang on. Okay,
Anyway,
was that yours,
turn.
Nate?
Yeah, mine is no. He's getting paid $40 million a year, which is $487,000 a game. No.
Okay.
He's not getting played enough minutes. No.
Okay.
Or too many.
Here it is. First, Nate, he's getting $30 million a year.
Yeah, so it's only
Now,
$387,000 a game.
Gav, Chris Paul is not a guy who's going to say, hey, I'm a little bit fucking tired, Monty. Reckon you could give me 25 minutes tonight? He's absolutely the fucking opposite of that.
Way off there.
No. You said Chris Paul was the type that if he thought that he was a little bit down or a little bit tired or whatever, a niggle, that he would tell Monty to give him a few extra minutes on the bench. He fucking would not. He's a competitor through and through. Just listen. He would fucking not. He'd play you right through it and he'd keep going, fucking gun for leather, and he'll fucking do himself a mischief. And we don't want to see that. Now, here's the thing. Since 2015-16 season, I believe that was his last season with the Clippers maybe, but he hasn't played as many minutes per game since 2015-16. He's playing 32 minutes a game. Hang on. You can come after this. He's playing his highest minutes average in over 5 years. And he's older than he was 5 fucking years ago, funny enough. Here's the next thing. He's got a history of breaking down in the playoffs. Leave some fucking tread on the tires for the playoffs. We're handing it to teams. We're the fucking top of the league by nearly three games now. We're extending it. Give him, especially today. Like today is a perfect example. We could have sat him the fourth quarter. He would have been a lot fresher for tomorrow. But now he's likely going to go out and do a fucking another 30-minute game on a strung out body, an older body. It's just not. It doesn't need to fucking happen. For us to keep winning, he can ramp it up towards the playoffs if he wants to get into a bit better nick. But right now, we should be saving a little bit of tread. And I'm not saying give him 20 minutes a game. I'm not saying right now he's averaging 32 minutes a game. Same as Booker, the fucking 25, 26, same as Booker, same minute average. I'm saying drop it down 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, 28, 29 minutes a game. And rest him more when we don't need him. When we can put it away, get some more fucking minutes into some guys that you want to improve, develop throughout the year, like your Landry Shemets and your campaign, so as we can fucking have them firing in all cylinders come the right time of year.
This really is gonna be a long fucking episode.
Yeah.
Go, I'm done.
No, I'm happy with that. Nate.
Next one, let's do it.
Move on.
Refs dishing out tech fouls for taunting actually assists with avoiding flare-ups. Now, Boyd and me both went up. Gav and Hammo, you both went thumbs down, meaning you don't think it helps avoiding flare-ups?
Yeah, this is...
To quote Pauline Hanson, please explain.
This is one of those ones where it's all about how you read the question, I suppose. The thing is, if you look at the Cade Cunningham tech today, they've just gone too far. The players are not allowed to have personalities anymore. It's out of control. Now, we don't want to see what happened. Was it Melbourne United versus Sydney Kings or whatever, where someone dunked
Jelly
on
and Mitch Creek.
someone-
Jelly and Mitch Creek.
it was Melbourne Phoenix versus Melbourne United. You don't want to see someone come in and barrel someone from behind.
Southeastern.
But reality is that shit doesn't happen. And that Cade Cunningham dunk today, to get a tech for taunting, and this has happened a lot to Book when he's dunked or whatever, he cops a taunting tech. It's out of control. These guys
He's got them
should be able to
squinty-
celebrate.
Got them squinty Mexican eyes that makes it look like he's deaf staring cunts, right? So he's
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, but he's he's just fucking yeah.
But
Can I go?
I think it's out of
Go, Boyd, go.
The actual punishment of taunting, or the technical foul for taunting, has gone too far. Now, I know there's a breadth of technical fouls that don't result in counting for an ejection. Make the taunting one that.
That's not a bad argument.
Like, if somebody gets a taunting tech, fine, shot, possession, but don't count it towards throwing someone out. You argue with the refs twice, get your ass out of the stadium. But like a tech for
Hit it,
taunting,
Boyd. Hit it.
Okay, so the question was, does it attribute to flare-ups? It absolutely does. If there's people not fucking getting in the face of someone after they've dunked on them or swatted them out of the fucking stadium, and mean mugging them, of course you're going to have less flare-ups. If it's allowed to get in someone's face or fucking fuck you, mate, or step over them really disrespectfully, if that's allowed, there's going to be more flare-ups. And that was the question. No, hang on. I'm not finished. Go. Now, do I think that they should let the flare-ups happen? Fucking oath. Let the taunting, let them do as much, as long as they're not laying hands on each other. Let them fucking bark. Let them fucking get in their face. Bit of fucking mean mugging. I love it.
You mean 90s basketball?
Yeah, man.
That was what I was going to say. It's most of our highlights from the 90s was that shit.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's fucking cool as fuck.
Okay. We never would have had this from Matumbo.
No.
Oh, he'd get a tech now, wouldn't he?
Yeah, that's a tech now.
Imagine Kevin
Crowd
Garnett
got
would be
tech
out of
for
the league.
dancing.
Oh, Kevin Garnett
Oh,
would
the
be out.
samba, yeah. But Gav, you just switched your vote.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I probably worded the thumbs up, thumbs down wrong. But, yeah, I'm just trying to...
Every week we argue over
I see
context,
your
right?
angle, and you should have been a thumbs up and just sort of
For me,
had a little disclaimer at the end.
If you taunt and the two players go at each other, take them both.
Yeah,
But don't tech for the taunt. Tech for them going at each other.
yeah.
I had a very simple
Touché.
opinion on this one: is Wagner versus Luka. Wagner wasn't even one that scored or dunked on Luka. He's just the one that flexed and screamed at him. And then Luka got up, and if Luka wasn't, I guess, a little white bitch, it would have been very interesting. But Luka stood up and realised that's a really big German in front of me and changed his mind.
Yeah.
And I reckon the ref's call had a lot to do with that. And he should thank the ref because it avoided Luka getting punched in the head. Wagner's not getting any minutes. Like, he's a German that doesn't get any minutes. I mean, what are you going to do if you're in his position? Hammo, what do you reckon?
I've only got one thing to say and we'll move on. I don't think little white bitch is the technical term for 2022. I think it's either cracker or honky.
Oh, once an episode you come out with a gem, my brother, and I think that was it.
I'm out.
That was it.
That's a mic drop.
Go back to your samurai collection.
Sorry, guys.
Well, we're already through two, so let's get another one off the board here. The Suns will make a trade
early
move before
start.
the deadline.
We all said yes, but
This was
It's,
unanimous.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to add to it?
Yeah,
No,
I
I think-
do
I think-
kinda.
I think we touched on it last week. It's going to be that Sticks move, and it could be a Saric move as well, I think.
Hammo,
It's
what are
just,
your thoughts?
I've got 3 people that I'd be willing to part ways with at the moment.
And is this your
Um,
opinion, though? Is this why you think a trade is imminent?
Well, these are. I think a trade's imminent, definitely. But I think these are the 3 that I'd be putting up, and I know Boy's not going to like at least one of them. So the ones I'd be looking at getting rid of are Kaminsky, Saric, and Payne.
I mean,
I don't know. Are you just talking because you know how to do it, Hammo? Is that what you're doing?
I do know how to talk.
Are you just pushing air out of that hole in your face because you know
Yeah,
how to push air out?
I think it's.
I know how to push it the right way
if this
too.
is the one that gets you back up, Boyd, shit, I can't wait to get through the rest of the shit.
Just
I think it's
quickly.
got to be more.
No.
I think it's more about what's realistic with what's ahead of us. To be honest, I still think there's a more and more every day. I think there's a likelihood that we don't trade, and we use the spare roster spot and the MLE on someone like Dragic, and just top up the list.
The spare roster spot is Biumbo's at the moment.
Nope.
No, it's not.
No, not with injury exemptions and combining, Saric
So
and Frank.
Kaminsky and Saric are free roster spots. I'm pretty sure they still tie up a roster spot.
One of them can be declared out for the rest of the season,
Saric is long term.
but
I thought he was
Smith
possibly
is
a
still
chance
on
to
the
come
table.
back.
If anyone wants him, that's the roster spot. I think James Jones has proven he's going to do one thing. It's only going to be one move, but it's gonna happen, and no one's going to see it.
It'll be around the fringes. In any case, it'll be around the fringes. It's not
And
gonna-
don't get me wrong, I'll go back to what Nate said earlier. I'll be wrapped if it's Torrey Craig.
Absolutely. Pack the
Here's-
bag.
Yeah,
one
look,
road trip,
I
come
would
back.
love that, but I don't think we get Torrey Craig back as much as I'd love it. And I think it's a
For what?
little bit. I feel like it's a saving face thing because we had first dibs on him in the off season and we didn't fucking extend anything out to him.
Hang on a minute.
It's
What do you
no,
mean?
Now-
I shared an article the other day from Monty that we tried to re-sign him. He came back to the Suns and went, Indiana are offering me more.
Yeah, because
And-
we only offered the minimum.
He took Indiana's deal.
Why wouldn't you?
Look-
It was 3 times the value.
Yeah,
It was it? I didn't know that we put an offer forward for him.
yeah, we did. Yeah,
That was just a minimum.
Monty
Yeah.
confirmed it last week.
Yeah, well, I don't think we go back there. I think it's more that
I don't think we
Holiday.
go back there
I
either.
think it's more Holiday that we target, and I think he's more of a Monty guy.
Yeah, I don't think we go back to Tory either.
Gav, this next one, I think I might need you to explain because I'm fairly certain you proposed this.
Yep,
Klay Thompson is a massive flog and an overrated as a bloke.
yep.
I didn't get the context on this, so I went thumbs down. Everyone went thumbs down but you.
Yep.
Maybe you should explain yourself.
So when Klay Thompson made his return, it was basically like a game of soggy biscuit.
Soggy Sayo.
It was disgusting. Everybody's going, oh, it's so good to see Klay come back. He's such a good guy. He's fucking wonderful. Klay Thompson is a wanker. He's a flog. Everyone forgot because he disappeared from the game for 3 years.
2, but
He's
you
not
know.
he's not a good person.
Isn't he?
He's a big mouth. He's a bigger wanker than half of those other idiots that were on the Warriors. And to be honest,
That's
I just wanted to bring all this up because this is what started all the fun in the group chat last week.
Well, the only part I agree is that how the hell is he in the All-Star voting?
That's disgusting.
That should be an auto neg. I don't understand the bit about him being a shit bloke. I would support the part about the flog, but you know, let's other people
Flog
talk.
makes you a shit bloke.
Yeah, I think as a basketball player and the way he's fucking spoofed over, especially recently, I fucking hate everything about Klay on the basketball court. You know, he's a talented player. He's fucking really great offensively. It used to be, and but look, I don't like the cockiness from the Golden State Warriors, and I don't like the fact he's number 4 and Book's number 5 in the voting. But some of the off court shit, you know, the Jackie Moon skit that he done when he rocked up in the fucking Tropics jersey and all that sort of shit. He does some quirky, funny things on the side, which I get a giggle out of. But
well, he's had 2 years of not doing fucking shit.
Yeah, I know. But Klay Thompson, the hype over him and the Golden State Warriors, I fucking hate it.
Hammo, speak.
Really quickly, I like the fact that he's never had sort of any kind of off-color kind of problems. You know, he's never been associated with anything that, as far as I know, that's been below the belt, so to speak.
He's never dated a Kardashian.
Well, that leads into my next comment. I can't remember who it was.
Does it?
I can't remember who it was because it's not that important, but I remember a classic thing that gets brought up on like NBA memes and that kind of stuff where Klay Thompson shot down either some Insta model or some adult film star who said, if you win a championship, you can, you know, take me on a date. And he
I think
said,
it was me, Khalifa.
I was going to say,
there you go. There you go.
Something.
And he said, no, I'm more interested in a wholesome girl that can hang out with me and my dog. I kind of dig that.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that she would hang out with his dog.
Yeah.
Next.
This is the fun one. I've got an asterisk and a hashtag next to it. So clearly we had some fun going through
this
it.
one?
This is not a sideways one, no. This was Monty Williams will coach the Western All-Stars team, and he will have 3 sons on the roster. Now, obviously, every time we argue, it's going to be about context. And given there's 2 parts to this, there's obviously going to be an argument on each side. Gav and Hammo, you both went down, meaning either or. You don't think he's going to coach, or you don't think he's going to have 3 sons. So let's leave with that. Hammo, you go first. Because you're
I believe he will coach. Old Octagons. I believe he will coach, but no, I do not believe there'll be 3 sons on the team.
Okay. Gav, same argument?
Did I? DeAndre Ayton is not making All-Star this year.
Okay.
As much as I would really like him to, he's not going to.
Boyd, breathe me some of this Phoenix, Arizona sunshine that you live on.
What was the question again?
Wow, really? Monty Williams will coach the Western All-Stars and will have 3 sons on the roster, and they will obviously be CP3, Booker, and Ayton. The argument here seems to be around Ayton.
Didn't I go thumbs down here?
No, you went thumbs up. I mean, unless you think Bridges is going to take it and Ayton doesn't. That could be an argument.
Every single look, yeah. The guys below are probably right on the Ayton thing. I haven't given much thought to the Monty thing. I mean, he's got a few stud coaches who have been there and done it before.
Best record, man.
I know.
Straight.
Yeah, look, I think Monty should, of course. I think Ayton should be in there, but I was thinking 100% Ayton, I think, is probably top 2 centers in the league right now.
Especially, particularly in the West.
Yeah, exactly. But look, ultimately, Ayton's probably not going to get in there. He's had a fair few games off now, and that's really, really sad. But look, I think that should be a thumbs up.
Look, it should be, because let's be honest, Jokic is Walker, right? He's ahead of 8 in the
Of course
West.
he is.
But who else is other than Rudy?
But no. Well, Rudy Gobert is, to me, par, but that's me as a Suns fan, maybe biased. But reality is, the guy who's going to make it is Anthony Davis.
Why? He's injured.
I agree.
He's just going to get in there.
He's just going to get in because his name's Anthony Davis and he plays for the Lakers.
And this is why I made this 2 parts. It wasn't just Monty Williams going to coach. It was 3 Suns on the roster.
Well,
And
what have
if
we
I
got?
put this forward,
What have we got? Like 10, 12 games left before the record cutoff?
see, no, my argument here is DA should be aiming for this.
Yeah, I'm
the
talking
fact,
about
the fact that his name is even in mention means, and we're all talking about him being the
He's
best,
top 10.
top 3 in the West, right?
Yeah.
It's not inconceivable this happens.
No, it's not. He's top 10 for front court in the West.
So the way that it does happen, guys, is if DA is healthy and he just keeps on fucking being a barnstormer of a fucking center. AD, if he's still injured or fucking gets re-injured, because I think he'll be back before.
AD's 2 weeks away.
He's not injured.
No, he's not.
But if he gets re-injured, that could really fucking easily happen.
It's just a bit.
Street
He
post
rolls an
Davis.
ankle. He says fix
So
it.
what's
AD rolls an ankle. He cries.
We have a lot of guys that probably don't know the balance here. So basically,
He's
for
10.
the starters is 50% fan vote.
Yep.
25% media, 25% players, and the
Coaches.
bench. The
No.
bench
It's not players. It's coaches.
Coaches.
No. I'm pretty sure it
No,
is.
it's not players. It's not players.
Right. I'm pretty sure.
It's coaches and
Starters.
media.
I'm pretty sure starters is the players and the bench is the coaches.
I didn't think the players got to vote
Players
because
don't
they
vote.
were the ones. They were the ones that are in it.
No,
And then the
no,
coaches
players
vote
don't
is
vote.
100% of the bench. Coaches vote is 100% of the bench.
Coaches and media are the other two apart from the fans. It's a three-way street.
So, how does the NBA All-Star process work? The fan vote accounts for 50% of the total vote to determine the starters for the All-Star game. Current players and media members split the other 50%.
Oh, we're wrong. Shit.
Well,
No.
you guys are wrong. I'm right.
Unless Wikipedia's out of whack.
No, it's the coaches, man.
This is the coaches pick the bench.
Coaches definitely pick
Players,
the bench.
the
But
players and the media make up the remaining 50%.
The
well,
players.
every coach that wants DA next season just voted for him. Hammo, have you got anything to say on this?
No.
All right, that's probably for the best. Moving right along. This is where it starts getting fun.
If Hammo's got any comment, Isaiah Thomas is playing for the East.
King knows.
Mate, this is where it starts
You
getting a little bit fun. Cam Johnson's crack at the starting power forward position has proven that Jay Crowder belongs ahead of him. We all agreed, bar Boyd. Big fucking surprise. Boyd, let's just give you the floor.
Is this my? That's not my sideways one. Now
No, you went sideways
maintain-
way later. Trust me.
Yeah.
You were very
I
profound
maintain-
that you still think Cam Johnson should start ahead of Jay Crowder.
I'd like to see it, and now I still maintain that
Backpedal?
Jay. No, it's not a backpedal, and I've maintained this right from the start of this podcast. This whole season is I think
Just this season.
yeah. I think we've seen Jay Crowder's numbers when he comes off of the bench, and they're not as good as his starting numbers, even if he matches it minute for minute. Now, I think the Suns are better with Cam Johnson, especially in the second half of this season, especially with him as a starter. Now, let me just put he's not as streaky as Jay Crowder. He's shooting 44% from three, and let's not forget that he started the season really shaky. He's actually drawn that right back, and he's at 44% from deep. And I really think that spacing, that consistency shooting from outside is our end game, and it's our best product out there. His defense isn't as gritty as Jay Crowder's. I will say that, but I think if Monty was to move him into the starting lineup, I would not lose a fucking wink of sleep. But I feel like there's a really happy Cam Johnson coming off the bench as a 6-man type, and there's no need to fuck with it. But I think next season Cam Johnson should start at Yeah,
I want to say that's actually the most intellectual fucking thing you've added to the pod this season. Bar your thing about next season, whether he starts, but I actually appreciate everything you just said
Yep.
about how you evaluated Cam Johnson in the power forward position versus Jay. I don't have an argument, mate. I did not think you were going to come back with something as.
You want to know why? Because I'm
That was not just Boyd love. That was not just sun shines out my ass purple. That was actually interesting. So I'm gonna let that go.
And for the first time in 13 episodes, you were right. I got nothing.
Fuck off.
Fuck. You want to get in on this?
Well, to be honest, man, I didn't realise that we'd seen either Cam Johnson or Jay Crowder's crack. So I'm just going to walk away from this one.
So you should, if that's your comment. All right, next one. Big Busy. Let's get into this. And Hammo, there's a lot of, for everyone listening, we didn't actually let Boyd know about 5 of these questions we're going to hit him up with. And Hammo, this one was one you brought, and it's the least controversial one of all of them. That's why I said it's yours, because I'll own the rest of them. Big Busy Bismack has already surpassed Al Horford as a big on all levels. There was actually a split decision on this.
That was nothing.
Me and Gav both think he did, and you proposed it, and you actually disagreed. You actually agree with Boyd.
You did propose it.
I don't remember it. But yeah,
that does not surprise anybody.
No. Al Horford's
Speak, Mr. Thomas.
better player.
Make it quick, dickheads. This is going nowhere. This thumbs up or thumbs down. Come on,
actually,
hit me with your best
A lot
shot.
of editing involved here.
All right, now let's just go straight to the next one because that was fun for all of us. This one's actually semi-serious. The Grizzlies going 11-0 before losing to Luka, of all people, makes them a genuine competition in the West. So, Boyd, you've gone down, and the rest of us have gone thumbs up, as in we think the Grizzlies deserve some respect. Boyd, you don't believe they deserve some respect, so why don't you tell us why they don't deserve any respect?
Well, respect was not really in the question, was it?
Okay, so the Grizzlies going 11-0 before losing to Luka makes them a genuine competition in the West.
Well, that to me suggests that you think that they're a contender. The fuck off, man. So that to me suggests that you think that an 11-0 run from the Grizzlies makes them a contender in the West. That's how I interpreted it. Is that fair?
Yeah, no, that's a fair concern. Yeah,
that's how you. Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly why I gave it a thumbs up, because I believe it does.
Well, they're not a contender, man. They've got a superstar. Ja Morant, he's playing like one right now.
Okay, so they've got a superstar and they're not a contender.
Yeah. You need more than that to be a contender in this league.
For everyone that's listening and not actually watching, I now have a Luka background, and Gav now has a Ja Morant background.
Guys, okay, they're a lot better, and it's been on the heels of some freakish fucking games by that fucking clown behind you, Gav. However, he's not taking out the fucking. He's not even. They're not even making the Western Conference Finals on the back of fucking that little rat head fuck you got in your background.
I think it's fair to say, Boyd, you've just realised this is a total stitch up.
And guys, let's check your temperature on Ja Morant next year when he's being touted as fucking.
I don't think he has realised this is a complete stitch up.
He's just fucking rolling, isn't he?
All right.
He has not picked up it's a complete stitch up at all.
Well, let's just knock off the next couple. Luka is the league MVP, and he's gonna show us that later this week. Fucking me and Gav agreed. Stitch up. Hammo and Boyd, you don't believe that Luka is going to show us next week he's the MVP. Do we really want to spend any time on this?
No, it's obviously another stitch up, and you guys. That's probably why you guys convened before the podcast a little bit earlier.
Actually, we actually did this during the week.
To be honest, that's not true. We did not convene before the podcast. We've been convening for 3 days.
All week we've been doing this. There's no Orford background.
And that's the best.
Orford. That's just some white guy in Celtics.
That's the
From
best.
Scalabrine.
That's the best you could come up with. Fuck me. 3 days.
No.
That's what you came up. You can't even.
No, we've still got the next one.
Look at
We've still got one more, Boyd. Hang on. This is the one you went sideways on. And this is the first thumbs up, thumbs down where anybody's decided to go sideways, and it just happened to be Boyd. Luka is actually a piece of shit, and Ja Morant is the real MVP. Boyd's left. Oh, that got real funny.
Hang on. Can you hear me still?
He's back. Yeah.
Still
What happened? Did you throw your phone?
Luka is actually a piece of shit, and Ja Morant is the real league MVP. Boyd, you went sideways. Hammo, you went down. Let's let Boyd fester a little bit. Hammo, why did you go down?
Neither part of that statement is true. I don't believe Luka's a piece of shit. That's probably a little bit higher rated than what he should
It's
be.
only because you wanted to.
And no, Ja Morant is not league MVP.
Who is?
Not Ja Morant.
Go on, say it. I know you want to. Who's the MVP?
It
No,
starts with a D, ends in a
Abdul
K.
Nadal.
Starts with a KB.
What?
No,
No, not
Starts with-
KD.
it always
I don't
starts
think
with a
KD
D,
is
man.
at the moment. No. Oh, no. Honestly, I don't have a pick at the moment.
He's out for 6 weeks anyway.
Yeah, I know. He done his something. Fetlock or upper gubbins.
Boyd, why are you sideways on this, Boyd?
Hang on.
trying to get his fat Oliver in scope here.
The fucking coffee cup moved.
Why are you
I'm
sideways
sideways.
on Luka
Luka-
being a piece of a shit and Ja Morant being the real league MVP?
Sideways, because I can't say thumbs up because Ja Morant's not the league MVP, and I can't say thumbs down because Luka is a piece of shit. And I'm really caught in this really fucking.
There's a
this
reason we
really-
saved that one for the end.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. And, here's the thing: I know that you guys have a little bit of a sprinkling of love for these fuckers who
Not Luka,
get all
but I
their
do like
fucking
Ja.
text
I got to admit, I do wish Ja was on our team.
All right,
not
we've had
Luka.
our fun.
Fuck
We've had
Luka,
our fun.
but-
All right, Nate, I need you do some graphics this week. New segment.
Oh, we're going to pop a new segment in.
New segment.
Phoenix headlines this week with Nate or somebody else who does it next week.
Yeah, whoever does it.
Yeah,
whatever
cool.
week. So what we've decided is because Ash is talking about going over to the US and hopefully travel will kick off and we're all going to talk about potentially going over, watching the Suns and enjoying it. We are adding a new segment, which is called This Week's Headlines in Phoenix. This week, Nate has done the
This week is with
research.
Nate.
Nate's done the research this week. We will nominate someone else next week. But Nate, this week's headlines in Phoenix. Give it to us.
It's going to be a quick segment. It's not meant to take a lot of time.
No
but
one talks about it. Nate just gives us the headlines.
It is kind of funny if you have a look at it. So, like I've said, if you're thinking about going to Phoenix, what happened in the last week? And it'd be interesting for the Americans that actually watch this. It'd be funny to either confirm, deny, or give your opinion on these, because this is how it appeared on the Fox Arizona News. First one. As Phoenix hospitals fill up amid new COVID surge, doctors say people with mild cases can be treated at home. That actually sounds like every freaking state in Australia at the moment. Same. Very familiar, great. But the very next headline is the funny part. Trump Save America rally in Florence, Arizona has over 15,000 in attendance. I just love the fact they came right after each other. And not to laugh because this one's actually not cool at all. 16-year-old teen shot in the head while working at a Wendy's. That is bad. I mean, I've been a few places in Phoenix and I never felt unsafe. But maybe Ash, stick to Taco Bell.
I haven't been to Phoenix. Boyd, you been there?
Nah.
No? Hammo?
So,
No.
so Taco Bell it is. Arizona CEO offers a $5,000 bonus for new employees to quit after 2 weeks. Now, I actually read this article, and the theory was apparently the CEO was, we go through a fairly quick induction process, and it's actually cheaper for us to pay somebody out after 2 weeks, $5,000, and tell them to piss off after we accept them, because we think they're going to be good, than it is to pursue with them and then get to 6 months and want to quit, and then have to re-employ. So the argument was, let's give them $5,000 after 2 weeks to piss off and save us all the trouble. But that was a headline.
It actually happens here too. It's in a lot of business, especially big business. You're better off pissing people off within the probationary period. It's cheaper than training them.
It also saves a lawsuit in my experience. Not me making a lawsuit, but me being a company that's involved with that. So moving right along. The last one here I've got is governor proposes a desalination plant amid water crisis in Arizona. I mean, we're Australia, right? We've gone through drought after drought after drought, but we probably don't stop to think that Arizona is in the middle of the desert. I mean, there's not a lot of water sources.
Probably not a hell of a lot of water.
I mean, I don't know about the desalination plant. I firstly would have looked over the border and gone, hey, Mexico, have you got some cheap water? I mean, you're right there. It's a 2-hour drive south of Phoenix, isn't it? It's like, hey, you're on the border, we'll buy some bottled shit off you. But anyway, so if you're thinking of going to Phoenix next week, that's what you're going to deal with. And that's the whole segment. Unless anyone's got some comments they want to weigh in on.
I couldn't give a fuck what's happening in Phoenix right now.
That's because you got 6 kids and you can't go.
Yes. No. Some of that stuff was interesting, but I've got nothing to weigh in on.
All right, we'll move into the multi. Nate's favourite segment, the multi. I think we have to have a crack at Dallas, surely.
Yeah, it's got to be the Dallas game. It's the ESPN game.
Surely. Boyd, Dallas?
Dallas, well, I was going to go Macau for 3 threes because I thought he's really due a good threes game. But if he's D'ing up on Luka all game, he might take a bit of sting out of his offense.
Mm-hmm.
So if we go in Dallas, can't go DA because he may not play. Let's go McGee 10 plus rebounds.
Wow. You want to stretch?
Well, you just
because I think Aiden's going to miss the next 2 games.
What if Aiden does play?
Well, then can we change it to Aiden in that scenario? Can we have a?
All right.
Ooh.
There you go.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not bad because
that's not bad.
even if McGee's starting, he'll get 10 over Dwight.
Yeah.
I think so too.
So there you go. If Aiden plays, we go Aiden. If he doesn't, we go McGee.
Yeah.
10 plus boards. All right, Nate.
Mate, I've been stung again this week. I had 2 multis on and both hung on Chris Paul hitting a single 3-pointer, and he fucking couldn't do it. 2 different. I had a really conservative one and a really long reach one. That really long reach one cost me a little bit. Motherfucker could hit a 3, couldn't he? Fuck. So I don't want to bet on either of those things this week. I'm just going to sit on the one that actually paid off, and that was Booker going nuts. So let's go Booker 30 points.
Booker 30 plus.
Who had that was Hammo? Did you have Chris Paul?
I did.
Yeah, so you fucked us.
No, I fucked us. Hey, I won us our first one too, so even Stevens.
Yeah, but what did you have him for threes or assists? Because I had CP3 for assists and he paid off. But I had
CP3 for
3-pointer.
So he had him
9
for
assists.
The overs, which was
And
9
he got 8.
and he had 9.
Right.
No, he got 8.
8.
He got 8. No, he got 8,
Got
yeah.
8.
Because I had him for 8 exactly, and he got 8, and then
Yep.
he couldn't hit a 3 to save himself that game.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think, Gav?
I think Cam Johnson will be back. So I'm going to go Cam Johnson 2 threes.
It's nice and safe if he's back. Do you want to put him down for 10 boards?
No,
Please.
because he can't fucking rebound.
That only makes sense if you listened last week. All the more reason to pay attention every week.
Hey mate, what's our last league?
Sticks is going to get 25 plus points for
Fuck, man.
sure.
Mate, do you want to lose your money or do you want... What the fuck?
We'll go CP3, 8 plus assists.
You realise if you
Nice.
put in... I was going to say, good. No, don't go plus. Oh, well, 8, yes. But that's a minimum.
Yeah, 8 and above.
Because if
Oh,
you
hang on,
ever,
no,
if
hang
you
on. We're
ever
talking
put a
about
stick
the-
stat in a multi, you've got to fess up in the
We're
group chat.
talking about the Mavs game, aren't we?
Yeah.
All right, Phoenix by 11 plus.
No,
Yeah, do
good.
that.
I'm there. I think
Done.
that's happened. I think that happens.
Done.
Nice.
Can
Gav,
can I throw something out there, guys?
Sure.
you're going to
As
anyway.
I was, and now I'm really torn on this.
Because you think
Mikal Bridges-
Luca's going to go for 40?
I was looking at stats and advanced stats, and some of them I didn't know what they were. But Mikal Bridges has declined this year, right
Yeah.
across the board.
Yeah, yes.
It's really sad. It's really sad, and I
Offensively,
think he's. I know there's a lot of shit that goes on that you can't really track with the stats and all, but I think he's I think he's better than that, and I think he's going to turn it around before the end of the season. But right now, man, it's not really worrying because it's not massive numbers, but he's just down. He's just got a big contract. I really wish that he'd fucking that we saw more out of him up to this date.
I think he's putting in all the effort. It's just not the box score effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you know
it
what?
is.
If you're watching the game,
But he
you're
did that.
seeing it.
But he did that as well last season, right? And he's
Yeah, but
the rest of
he's
the
doing
stats
it better
better.
this year than last year.
Is he playing less minutes?
We didn't talk
I don't
about
think
him
so,
being
no.
all NBA defense last year.
I think he's up. I think he's got a slight uptick in minutes.
Yeah, okay. Defensively, he has not regressed.
No, he hasn't. No.
He's actually improved.
Yeah, this is the box score versus watching the game.
Yeah. Offensively, there's certainly been a change, but I think the change has been off the back of the improvement of Cam Johnson, particularly in the last few weeks.
Yeah, well, he's shooting less. I looked at it. He's shooting less threes.
Yeah, he would
He's
be.
making less. His percentage is also down, but he's and it's by a few percent too.
But if
And
you look at
he-
Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson is up. That's an uptick.
Yeah, massively up.
Devin Booker is shooting a lot more threes.
He is.
Landry Shamit's come into the side in replacement for Javon Carter. So we're seeing a lot more shots from Landry Shamit than we would have seen from Javon.
And that probably adds to it as well.
So
And I know I get it. It's about the players that are drawn up. I just thought with that big contract, I thought he's taking more 2-pointers as well, which I don't hate. But yeah,
Mid-range.
he's just yeah. He's getting to the elbow, and he's got a nice little fadeaway that
He does.
he's been popping
and
off.
it's better than what Cam
Did you see
Johnson's
when he got
doing.
did you see when he got swatted by fucking who was it? Was it today? When he did that little fadeaway, and was it Diallo?
Oh yeah. That kid has got hops though.
Yeah, man.
He blocked,
I really felt bad for him, 'cause
Booker.
I knew he was doing it, and I
got
was
away
like,
with
oh.
it.
Yeah. Anyway,
I call
I
it
just wanted to
foul.
throw that out because it was something that just jumped out at me, and
Yeah.
you don't really notice it too much, apart from the odd game where he doesn't do much offensively at all. But yeah, it's just thought I'd throw that out.
One thing you have to watch with Mikal Bridges, a lot of his offensive work, pretty much everyone else in the team except for CP3 and Book. If Mikal Bridges is on, it's going to happen in the first 2 quarters.
Yeah, that's probably right.
So, anyway, we will now wrap up. Any last comments, Hammo?
No, not too much, mate. Looking forward to hopefully watching a couple of games this week and relaxing, unlike last week, sleeping through the whole ordeal. But yeah, go Suns.
Well,
Fuck
look,
Luka.
you've like Novak Djokovic, you're 6 months away from fucking catching COVID again. Well done.
Give a
except-
fuck less about tennis or that
Except he's
European gentleman.
he's now being deported, and
Mate, tennis is still better than cricket.
no, that's not true. Australia won the Ashes.
Neither
Great stuff.
one of them's good. I'd rather
Well,
watch
well,
bowls.
Boyd, last comments.
No, you guys have fucking had a bit of fun this week. I'm really happy for you. But
Yeah, we
I've
set
got
you up.
I've got
We set you
I've
up
got
tonight.
skinny,
Sorry about
I've
that,
got
dude.
skinny Oliver Miller in the background there. And is that Richard
Only
Dumas?
skinny
That's
around your
Richard
head.
Dumas. That's Richard.
Is that
Dumas.
Dumas?
Yeah.
I thought it was. Yeah.
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 And of course Westfall, Paul Westy.
Yes.
Look at him. But who is the guy next to?
In the yellow jacket.
No, not the yellow jacket. The other guy here. Can anyone tell me?
This
who
is
that
so much fun
upper
for all the
face-
people listening on an audio stream.
Oh yeah, but turn the YouTube on, dickheads, and watch. Who is the guy next to Richard Dumas?
It looks like KJ.
It's not.
It's not. No, it's probably. Oh, he's wearing jeans. No, it probably can't be. Can it?
I'm pretty sure he's got the same last name.
Frank Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it? You
I'm
tell
pretty
from
sure
there.
that's Frank.
All right.
Anyway.
Good end, mate.
Looks
Boyd,
like
you've been a
BJ
good sport
Armstrong.
tonight, bro.
Hey, any last comments, you?
Well, I think Boyd's been a good sport, mate. We
Yeah.
set out to fix him up tonight, and
We did.
we didn't get more. We didn't even get as big an argument out of him tonight as we did when we told him the Suns sucked at rebounding.
Yeah.
And we're probably going to drag that on for a few more episodes, to be honest. 'Cause he really does look like a maxi pad change is due. So
No,
Thanks, cockheads.
follow, subscribe, like, comment, all that sort of stuff. Guys, we do this for fun. If you don't listen, we're still going to do it anyway.
and we are the best Aussie Suns fans pod and Aussie Suns
The
fans
only.
page.
The
We do
only.
this for the Facebook group, remember, Gav? And we've got
Yep.
the best Aussie Suns fans.
The
Facebook group.
only Aussie Suns fans Facebook page, and there may be counterfeits. They may
That's the
suck.
bird.
Our group members may be on there trying to troll them now. Group members, stop trying to troll them because they're getting posts and likes and everything else and boosting their numbers. Post on our page. Boyd, I agree with Nate. Well done tonight, mate. We did set you up tonight because we wanted to have a
You're a good
laugh.
sport.
You are a good sport. Love your work. Your beard's fucking horrific, but we still love you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And we will see you all next week after 3 games in a week. Yuck. See you all next week. Thank you for joining us. Love your work.
See you guys.
Hey, this is Dave King from Brightside and the Solar Panel. I want to give a special shout out to your Aussie Facebook group for Suns fans. Good job. Keep up all the hard work, and we'll see you on the Solar Panel when you guys watch again.